Hey Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hi Nate.
Hi Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hey Nate.
Hey Nathan, congratulations on working for Young Life for 15 years. You get another pin for your shadow box. My favorite memory of Nathan is a hiking trip we took to the Adirondacks in John Brooks Lodge. We woke up in the middle of the night to Nathan screaming like a little girl because a bear was sniffing his head through the side of the tent. Thanks for all you do, Nathan, and we love you, and have another good 15 years.
Hi Nathan, I just wanted to let you know how much I've appreciated having you as a friend. Thank you so much for looking out for me when I was a brand new Christian, and thanks for making life tons of fun. I'm super glad to have been your friend and continue to be, and look forward to adventures in the future. Thank you, brother.
Hey Nate, remember when you decided to break the trip to Rockbridge into 2 nights and we spent 100 kids, high school kids, in a hotel with just a few chaperones for a night? That was fun. But in all seriousness, Nate, you've been a huge spiritual leader for me. You helped me see that it was okay for my faith to be public and out in the open. And I really appreciate that. So thanks, Nate.
Hi Nate. Congrats on 15 years on staff. That is amazing. I'm so grateful for you and for the work you're doing back in Orchard Park. If it wasn't for Orchard Park Young Life, I would not be doing Young Life today in Lincoln, Nebraska. I wouldn't be leading, and I definitely wouldn't have the same relationship I do with God. So thank you. Keep on growing the kingdom. You are so loved, and we appreciate you so much.
Hey Nate. Congratulations on reaching 15 years of serving in Orchard Park. Thank you so much for all of your service and for the way that you've shown what Jesus love looks like in this time. I still remember our one-on-one back at Timberwolf during wildlife camp and how much you cared about what was going on in my life. You've done amazing work in Buffalo, and we pray for many more years of powerful kingdom work in our area. Thank you, Nate.
Congrats on 15 years. It's quite an accomplishment. I just want to thank you for all the mighty runs, introducing me to settlers, giving me an opportunity to lead in wildlife. You just had a big impact on my life, and I'm thankful for that and for the impact you had in all the lives of the trifecta.
Hey Nate, it's the Pokeys.
Remember that time you married us?
But really, we just want to thank you for all that you've done, and for me in particular for being my Young Life leader when I was in high school, and then leading me as a leader as I grew up, and now leading my husband. It means a lot. I wouldn't be where I am in my faith without you.
Yeah, thanks for being a mentor the past 10 years, for showing me how to live a simple and practical faith, for teaching me how to always love and serve others. We really appreciate all that you've done. We wouldn't be where we are today without you. And we look forward to sharing much more life with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I like him going to work when I do. And he's a very, very great dad.
When I think of Nate, I think of a long obedience in the same direction. He is the type of person that comes and stays. And he was called to come and serve high school kids in the Southtowns, and he has stayed. And I think that's really incredible. And just being his wife, I have grown a lot in that, because I'm not like that. I'm more like society in that I like doing new things. I like change, and I feel like it has been a blessing for me to see what a long-term commitment to something can do, and how his commitment to this area, to this community, to these people, for the long haul has really been a huge blessing, not only to them, but to us and in our lives. Thank you, Nate. Thanks for loving your community and serving your community, and thank you for loving and serving your family, us. We love you.
Hey Nate, congrats to 15 years on Young Life staff. That's crazy. It feels like just yesterday we were in high school celebrating all those times, Friday morning campaigners, those summer weeks in Saranac and Rockbridge, and all the good times that we had. Thank you so much for all that you do, for putting up with us and our mischief. I'm so grateful for the influence that you had on my life, and here's to 15 more years.
Happy birthday, Nate!
Feliz cumpleaños, Nathan, que sigas cumpliendo muchos años más. Bendiciones.
Happy birthday to you. We hope you're having more and more years and many blessings to you.
Feliz cumpleaños, Nathan. Tráenos una rebanada de pastel a todos acá de tantos años.
Happy birthday and bring a slice of cake to each of us here.
Happy birthday, Nathan. I hope to see you next year.
Happy birthday, my friend. See you in February. We love you. We meet you.
Bye, Nathan.
Nate, I think 15 years causes for a little confession on my end. Unfortunately, when I was a freshman, your boss gave me a call and he said, hey, I need you to test Nate the way the disciples were tested to make sure that he's right for the position. So the only way I knew how to do that was to get together 10 of the craziest guys I knew and give you a run for your money for 4 years. I think short of stoning, we did a pretty good job for 4 years. So I think if you would have decided to retire after 4 years, you still would have heard the words, well done, my good and faithful servant. But in all seriousness, Nate, I just want to thank you for the impact that you had on me and my life. You gave me the opportunity to share Christ with my friends, and I may not have had that opportunity to do so without Young Life. Aside from making a fool of myself in some of these promotional camp videos here, I also had the ability to flirt with my future wife, so I would say that you made quite a lasting impact on me, not just for the 4 years I was in high school, but for the rest of my life.
Hey Nate, congratulations on 15 years.
Did someone say 15 years? That is awesome. That is life-changing. I hope you can hear me all the way from the office to the current banquet you're in. But no, seriously, Nate, we are excited to work alongside you and to see all the kids that you've reached for Christ over 15 years. And we hope, right, that another 15 years. Easily. It's an honor to work alongside you in this ministry in Buffalo. God bless you. Enjoy your night.
Thank you, Nate.
Thanks, Nate.
You're the best.
I like making brownies with Daddy at leadership.
Nate, your work in Orchard Park Young Life is affecting generations. I first met you when I was a sophomore in high school, and largely through your influence and the way that you naturally shared your faith with me, I went on to college and wanted to be a Young Life leader and ultimately went on Young Life staff. And if not for those things, I would have never met my wife and wouldn't have the family that I have today. So thank you for being faithful to the work in Orchard Park of sharing the good news of Jesus Christ and helping kids like me grow in their faith.
It feels like yesterday that you were walking into my high school grad party as my Young Life leader, and now here we are 15 years later, and our kids are in the same kindergarten classroom together. Crazy. One of the things that I learned about you, learned from you while I was a wildlife leader is patience. No matter what the kids threw at us, both literally and figuratively, you were always calm and patient, and that is one of the things that I always loved about working with you, and one of the things I learned as I became a parent myself. So thank you for always being there and always loving us as Jesus Christ loved us, and I wish you many more years with Young Life.
My daddy is the best.
Hey Nate, thanks for everything you've done for the last 15 years on Young Life staff. Thanks for dedicating your life to sharing the gospel so that kids like me could come to know Jesus in a really intimate way. And thanks for marrying me. You'll be in my wedding pictures forever. Thank you, Nate.
Hey Nate, I just want to congratulate you on your 15 years of service. And I just want to thank you so much for being an incredible role model, an incredible leader. I just have learned so much, like how to just guarantee that your kids win the scavenger hunt at camp. Anyway, Nate, I hope you have a great 15 more years. See you soon.
Congratulations on an awesome milestone. Ever since I was a freshman in high school, you were an incredible role model to me and my faith, and just the way that you invested in others and their relationship with Christ. You're so selfless with your time, and because of that, I have so many great memories with you from my high school years. So all the times we went frisbee golfing at Chestnut Ridge, to the summer Sunday afternoons at Birdsong playing ultimate frisbee, to the fall Sunday afternoons at your place watching the Bills games. You showed me what true fellowship looks like. And so for that, Nate, and the example that you are in my life and my faith, thank you.
Hey Nate, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for me in my faith life. First off, starting at Rockbridge, my first year at camp, you were the greatest leader, and you have completely changed my life for the better. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for the ways you've supported me and helped me grow in my faith life. And thank you for always coming to my soccer games and supporting me. That means so much to me. I'll never be able to thank you enough for that.
Ben Papalardo here.
Just wanted to say thanks for being my Young Life leader. You brought me to Lake Champion where I'd start a relationship with God, and you taught me how to follow Jesus. There's a verse in Hebrews that always reminds me of you. It goes, "Remember your leaders who spoke the word of God to you. Consider the outcome of their way of life and imitate their faith." You set a great example for us, not only by teaching us the Bible, but by spending time playing the endless rounds of disc golf and board games and ping pong matches and just riding around in the van. The unconditional love. I'll never forget you, Nate. Thanks for investing in a kid like me.
Hey Nate, congrats for making it 15 years on Young Life staff. Thank you so much for all of the ways that you have served our community at Orchard Park. Thank you for working so hard to make Young Life possible. I know that it's had a huge impact on my life and that my life looks dramatically different since I was able to be a part of it in high school. And it's inspired me to serve college kids and high school kids in the same way here at school. So thanks so much, and you rock.
Hi Nate. In a nutshell, this is just a way to say thank you. Not only for having introduced Young Life to me when you did, but mostly because through Young Life, I think my faith awoke. And when you come along and you change somebody's life for the better, you have to be thankful. So, once again, thank you.
The thing about Nate is he's humble and he leads from the midst. And what I mean by that is he let me into his life when I was a leader of his. He encouraged me. He opened his life up to me. And the way that he leads in the midst is he doesn't go off in the front and try to inspire people. He gets right into the muck, right into the grit with people. And he's present. So thanks, Nate, for what you did in my life and what you're doing in so many people's lives.
Hey Nate, I've had the great pleasure of knowing you for quite a long time now, probably 15 years now. You've known me from my very worst years onward till now, and you were an amazing leader and role model through all of that. But to know that you've done that not just with me, but what must now be thousands of people is a testament to both your faith and your character. And for all of that and your commitment to continue on that journey, I say truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Hi Nate, we just wanted to congratulate you on 15 years with Young Life. Thank you for everything that you've done for us and for always being there for us. Young Life means so much to us because of the experience you've helped us have. So thank you for walking with Christ with us and for the wonderful role model that you enjoy are for us.
And again, we want to thank you for being there for us on our special day and being there to marry us. Meant a lot to have somebody that was that influential in our growth as young Christians there to celebrate our special day with us. And again, congratulations on 15 years, and we hope you had many more.
Love you, Nate.
Thank you, Dad.